Hi Fox News. I wanted to record this video because a friend of mine sent me some information on a report that you recently did, and I will tell you straight off, I'm not a viewer of yours. In fact, I don't view any news, so don't have any bias as far as that's concerned. The reason I don't view any news or any mass media is basically because of situations like this. Um, I find that with this story, especially, we have obvious bias here. And I don't need my news peppered with your opinions. And I'm sure I'm late to the party here, and lots of people have presented this, and I haven't seen or heard much of what else is going on, but I felt I need to express my opinion about this. Um, I feel your job is to present to the viewers, to the public. That's what the job of the news should be, is present and let us decide. I'm a teacher, former teacher, am a teacher, and that's what I always told my students is I present, you decide. Leave the opinion up to the viewers. I don't want news that's presented by the good old boys club, as I see it, and as I see is what you're doing here, blurred with your bias or innuendo, propaganda, your suggestions of what I should and shouldn't think, and in this case, and this is really bad, a lot of misinformation. Now, let me tell you this. I am not affiliated with any religion. Raised Roman Catholic, that's irrelevant though. I don't even know why I felt the need to throw that in there, but I don't have any religious affiliation. However, I do respect and honor all religions and respect and honor other people who celebrate their religions. I do feel that any school, any education establishment, any work establishment should try to honor and respect all religions. And if a majority of the population is of a certain religion, try to respect and honor those. So if that school, and I haven't gone and researched the exact percentage of Wiccans, and it seems you didn't either, and that I believe is your job. And I'm not saying that to be sarcastic. I'm saying that is factual information. I believe that is a reporter's job, is to research that information, not just talk about, like two neighbors talking over the fence to each other, and then present that to the masses. So that should have been researched. I didn't do it, but you certainly didn't do it. And if you did, you didn't report on it. So if the population there is a certain percentage goes over into the Wiccan category, then those holidays should be honored. And one thing I do know is that there are 8 specific holidays that Wiccans celebrate. How do I know that? Well, I did my own research. I was interested in that religion, and I did it before this, and it didn't take but a minute to figure that out, to find that out. So you're all acting like there's tons of holidays, and I didn't watch all the entire, I watched a little clip of what you reported on, and you were just saying that there are so many holidays. Do you realize that of their 8 main holidays, several of them coincide with the major populace of Christianity or Christo-Judaism holidays? Now, most of our population is of Christian, Jewish, or Muslim religion. So that's the majority. But not all populations around the United States, as I'm sure you know, conform to that. In fact, the public school that I taught in, we had a majority, I'm not saying a majority of the population, I don't even know the exact percentage, but the percentage warranted of Jews warranted us giving Jewish holidays, not as a day not to give exams, as a day off. And I completely agreed and respected that because our population required that. If we had had school, many of those people wouldn't have been in school and would have missed important assignments, exams, etc. So it made sense to honor and respect those holidays for that particular religion. Had it been a majority in the Muslim community, then we should, I believe, respect those holidays. So if that school, that university has a majority that warrants giving those days off just for exams, I didn't even hear that they were days off from school, but just to not have exams on those days, I don't think that that's a big issue. The bigger issue here, to me, is what you were doing in the reporting, the not finding out the facts, but even bigger was the downgrading of that population of Wiccans and pagans. Certain comments were made that they all play Dungeons and Dragons. This is stereotyping. This is assuming. Guess what? My brother and his friends and we all played Dungeons and Dragons to the core in our younger years, and we were Roman Catholics. It had nothing to do with any religion. Do your research. Even if it did, do you often do that? Stereotype people and say, hey, everybody likes to eat whatever, you know, because you're all that and that's what you all do. Is that what you do as a news? I'm just really disappointed. I'm just trying to shine light here to the situation, because I believe bringing light to a dark situation, this can get dark, and here's why. It is funny. And I don't mean funny, haha. I mean, it's not a big, huge thing, but it can become a big, huge thing. I heard, just to go back to what some of the people said, the radio show host, I don't remember her name, she said on a really, really bad day, she might turn into a Wiccan. What does that mean? The other guy said he wouldn't want to see any Wiccans when they're angry. Why? What are they going to do? These are remarks of a bigot. And that's what gets dangerous, that all pagans and Wiccans are anti-establishment. Why? Because they don't honor your religion. So are people of other religions that don't honor the majority religion of the United States, then they're anti-establishment? They're bucking the grain? They're not allowed to practice their religions without being called that? Isn't that what this nation was founded on, the freedom of religion? Isn't that one of the tenets of this nation? So if you don't follow the majority religion, you get made fun of. You're belittled. You're made fun of. You're not part of the big old boys group or whatever you want to call it. I feel, and I could be completely wrong, that you felt that this is a minority group, so minority, so small, that it's okay and acceptable to pick on them and make fun. And like I said, I don't have a religious affiliation. I honor and respect all religions. And you weren't honoring or respecting here. You were making fun of, making remarks. So would you do that against the Muslims? Would you do that against the Jews? Would you do that against the Christians? Heck to the no, you certainly wouldn't. Why? Because you already said yourselves, 80% of the population falls into those sectors. So, but it feels like you felt comfortable doing this because they were such a small group. So, and you know what? That's called bullying. And it's not good, I feel, to make an example of this on TV and to show others that it's okay to do this, to make these remarks, calling what they want and what they're looking for is frivolous and silly. Why? Why is it frivolous and silly? Can you back that up? Also, a reporter made a comment, they hate Orthodox Christianity. That's a quote. They hate Orthodox Christianity. I certainly hope not. I certainly hope not. Hating another religion. Where did you get that from? Why would you say that they, as a whole, hate Orthodox Christianity? What I hope and strive for is peace in this world, and that no one religion hates another religion. And you're putting that out there, you're reporting that, and gullible people that follow your news style and you're reporting, and you know that people out there are gullible and don't realize that you're putting a spin and a twist on this, sensationalism at its finest. And that now they're thinking that, oh, Wiccans hate Christianity. So now what's that going to do? Spark hatred towards each other. Totally unnecessary. Why would you do that? Do you realize the responsibility you have? Please take that seriously. Fox News, you have a responsibility to report unbiased information. Let the viewers decide. None of the Wiccans in your report said they hate Orthodox Christianity. At least I didn't see it. Maybe you did have a report somewhere. But even if one person in your report said that, or 10 people in your report said that, it still doesn't mean that all the Wiccans or all the pagans hate Orthodox Christianity. And I certainly would hope that this is not the case for any religious group, to hate another religious group. And please don't start flaming me about that, because I know there are situations out there where that exists. But do you see where certain bias and certain news media can cause this type of thing to happen and take place when the responsibility isn't taken seriously enough? So these are just my thoughts and opinions. I'm Hibiscus Moon, and you might take offense to that, to my name being Hibiscus Moon. There's only one of me, so I am a supreme, tiny, tiny minority. I hope that you don't take that as an opportunity to bully me, because I am a small minority, and that name isn't part of the majority type of Orthodox thing. But thank you for listening to my thoughts and opinions. Namaste.